In the heart of an ancient African village, where traditions thrived and the harmony of the community was maintained by the wise and benevolent King Kwami, there lived a story both heartbreaking and triumphant. King Kwami, known for his just rule and compassion, was married to a beautiful and kind-hearted woman named Pokwa. Pokwa, with her captivating beauty and graceful stature, was adored by all. Despite their happiness, they faced one sorrow. Pokwa could not bear the king a son, leaving the throne without an heir. Years passed in peaceful contentment, as the king's love for Pokwa overshadowed their childless state. However, the king's wife, concerned for the future of the kingdom, approached him one evening with a heavy heart. "My beloved husband," she began, "our people need a successor. I think it is time for you to take another wife who can bear you a son." Though the suggestion pained King Kwami, he saw the wisdom in her words and reluctantly agreed. Pokwa found a young woman named Asaba, who was known for her beauty and charm, and brought her to the king. In due time, Asaba gave birth to a son, Kofi, who was celebrated as the future heir. However, the joy of the kingdom was soon overshadowed by Asaba's jealousy and malice towards Pokwa. With her new status as the mother of the heir, Asaba sought to monopolize the king's attention, treating Pokwa with increasing cruelty. King Kwami, distressed by Asaba's behavior, warned her repeatedly, threatening to send her away if she did not change. Despite Asaba's actions, the gods favored Pokwa, and a year later, she miraculously gave birth to a son, Kwabena. The king, overjoyed, saw in Kwabena the qualities of a true heir and declared his intention to name him as his successor. Terrified of losing her son's claim to the throne, Asaba resorted to dark arts, consulting native doctors and fetish priests to cast spells on the king. But the king's mind remained unchanged. As the boys grew, Asaba's desperation grew with them. On the eve of their 18th birthdays, when the king was to officially name his heir, Asaba hatched a sinister plot. She framed Kwabena for stealing the royal golden staff, a sacred symbol of the king's authority. The staff was found among Kwabena's belongings, and according to the village's unyielding laws, any thief, regardless of their status, was to be banished. With a heavy heart, the king banished his own son, branding him the Prince of Thieves. Asaba's son, Kofi, was declared the heir and a grand coronation was held. Yet, the gods had not forsaken Kwabena. Guided by divine spirits through the perilous evil forest, Kwabena survived, sustained by miraculous provisions of food and water. For a year, he wandered, gaining wisdom and strength. Back in the village, the truth began to unravel. One of the fetish priests, moved by guilt and fearing divine retribution, revealed Asaba's darkest secret. Asaba had never been able to bear children herself and had turned to the priest for help. The priest, taking advantage of her desperation, fathered Kofi, making him an illegitimate heir. With the truth exposed, the village elders, guided by the gods, sought out Kwabena. They found him and brought him back to the kingdom. The people rejoiced at the return of the rightful heir. King Kwami, weakened by age and sorrow, saw his true son return and felt his heart lighten. Upon the king's passing, Kwabena ascended the throne. His rule was marked by justice, wisdom, and compassion, as he led the kingdom into an era of unprecedented prosperity. Asaba, disgraced and stripped of her status, left the village in shame. The story of Kwabena, the rightful king who triumphed over deceit and injustice, became a legend, a testament to the enduring power of truth and the favor of the gods.